Tyson Fury's body transformation is truly remarkable, and his comeback story is just as strong. Being world champion at the height of his powers, and then the next minute being on the brink of suicide, leaving his family and kids behind. In this video I'm going to talk about Tyson's incredible transformation from 400 pounds down to about 250 pounds, and I'm also going to talk about how you can use some of the tactics he used to lose body fat as well. This is a one-off type of video because normally on this channel we talk about fat loss and muscle building, but obviously this does relate to fat loss as well. But if you're interested in building muscle or losing body fat, subscribe to this channel now. You might have clicked on this video because you're aware that Tyson Fury is fighting Deontay Wilder this weekend. I'm definitely excited about it, and at the end of this video I'm going to give you my prediction for the fight and what I think is going to happen, just for a little bit of fun, so stay to the end if you want to have some fun with that. And my prediction's a little bit different to what most people might think. Tyson had it all, he lost it all, his body weight was 400 pounds. He was drinking over 10 pints of beer every day, eating every type of food you can imagine, drink driving, taking drugs. But when he was in that situation, the first thing I want to look at is what is the first thing that he would have done to start making a transformation, to start getting the weight off. I remember him actually saying that the first day he was trying to run 8 miles, that was his goal. And after about 25 minutes he couldn't actually do any more, and so he had to walk for the rest of the way. And that's a good lesson, to just start where you are and just do what you can with what you have. What made me really excited to do this video is the first tip that I'm going to give you right now. The first thing Tyson would have had to do is realise that he had the drive, the belief, and ultimately the ability to make a transformation. And that is what this channel is about, athletes' ability. And that's the first stage for any transformation. It's realising that you actually have the ability to do it, because there's so many people out there that are skinny or fat and they don't believe that they can actually do it. And before you can buy a program off of somebody, before you can watch all the YouTube videos and start actually diving in, you have to believe that you can actually make a transformation first. That's the first stage, and it's something that nobody talks about. No other coach on YouTube even talks about this. And this is good for you because everybody's in different situations, but he was drinking, he was taking drugs, and this is a good lesson for us as well, because he was just depressed, he was in such a bad way, and he found something deep inside him to be able to make a transformation and come back from that. And that's just proof that everybody can do it. It doesn't matter where you live, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can do it as well. And when you've just had enough of either being really skinny or really fat or your situation, I believe that we all actually have that deep inside of us. Sometimes it's really hard to find, sometimes we don't believe we do, that every single person has that ability inside of them to make a change in any area of their life. I think all of us can learn a lot from his story as well, not just his weight loss, which we're going to keep talking about in this video, but right at the end of the video I'm also going to link the video that Joe Rogan did with Tyson so that you can watch that as well if you're interested in his story, and you will learn a lot from that. The next thing that Tyson would have done after he believed that he could actually do it was started taking steps. Now, because he was so overweight and obese at the time, you have to take small steps. And when you're beginning and starting out, I recommend taking small steps, whether you're extremely overweight or obese, or whether you're really skinny. I don't recommend jumping in and just trying to do everything like someone that's been doing it for years would do. And so that's what Tyson did. Instead of making a commitment to go to the gym for 3 hours a day or 1 hour a day every single day, he just made a commitment to try an 8-mile run, and if he could only do 30 minutes he would walk the rest of the day and try again another day. I don't want you to confuse this with lack of effort. It's about making small changes every day and constantly moving forward. As Tyson got leaner and leaner and started to lose the body fat, he did up his training, he did up his cardio, he did tighten up his nutrition, and you should do that as well. But it's a progression, it's not something you can just do all at once. You every single day think to yourself, how can I do a little bit better today? Or at the end of the week, how can I do better than I did last week? What can I add? What can I take away? That tip matters for everybody, whether you're starting out or whether you're more advanced. You can still, even if you are more advanced, think about how you can do better in the gym, or how you can tighten your nutrition up or take certain things away. And again, if you're just starting out, maybe you drink 8 cans of Coke a day. Okay, we'll start drinking 2 cans a day. It's about that progression over time of just reducing certain things and also adding certain things. Maybe you drive everywhere. Okay, well, stop driving. Maybe you walk to the shop instead. The overall point here is those small steps seem like nothing. They seem like they're not really doing anything, but 6 months down the line, they give you the tools you need to then say, yes, but now this is my new training plan, or this is the diet I eat now. And so without the small steps, the big steps can't happen. Which that leads me perfectly into my next point, which is Tyson understood from the start that it's a journey, that he wasn't just going to lose 150 pounds in a month or a week or even 2 months or 6 months. He knew it was going to take a year, 2 years to do it. And so that's why the small steps are so important. But you have to understand that if you're trying to build muscle or lose body fat, however much body fat or muscle you're trying to build or lose, it does take time. It's not just going to come within a few months or a few weeks. It might take a year for you to reach your dream physique. It might take 10 years depending on where you're at. And that's the thing a lot of other people won't tell you. They'll tell you there's secrets, hacks, tips, all these words just to try and get you to buy their programs or whatever. Whereas what I want to do is actually tell you the truth so that you can make results. And maybe I'll get less views, but I don't care. I'm trying to help you actually accomplish your goals. And any questions you have about your goals in the comments down below, ask them to me. I'll get back to you and answer you. I think something that Tyson would have used to stay sane in this time, with it being such a long journey, is focusing on the small wins. So at the end of the week, seeing his shirt fit a little more loose, looking in the mirror at the end of the week and seeing a little less body fat. And I think it's all about those small wins that push you on to get to your big goal. And just before we get on to the main thing that Tyson did, which really was the reason he lost all of the weight and the reason he did it, subscribe to this channel if you enjoy this video, or you want to learn how to build muscle or lose body fat, then subscribe now. The reason Tyson was able to lose 150 pounds and make this incredible transformation, and after this I'm going to tell you my prediction, so you might want to hear that, but is he was in a calorie deficit. And I've spoke about this before, it is quite a common term, but people don't do it. And the bottom line is this: if you want to lose body fat, you have to be in a caloric deficit, which means you have to eat less calories. You have to reduce your calories each day consistently for a few weeks to be able to see fat loss. All body fat is, whether we have a lot of it or just a small amount of it, is stored energy. So we want to reduce our calories so our body uses that energy as fuel to fuel our body so the body can function throughout the day, and as a result the body fat is then reduced. I'm now going to tell you my prediction for the fight, and I've got a quite unique perspective on this actually. I think most people think Wilder's either going to knock Fury out, and I think most people probably think that Tyson Fury is a superior boxer and he's just going to embarrass him with his boxing ability. I think what we're going to see, I think usually when we think it's going to go a specific way, okay, he's going to knock him out or he's just going to outbox him, it usually doesn't go the way we think it's going to go. Usually something different happens, and I actually think that Tyson Fury is going to get the knockout. I think we're going to see Tyson Fury actually knock Deontay Wilder out. It's an opinion that's totally out there, but in the comments, again, any questions and also your prediction for the fight, I want to know.